dirty Moors, yeah. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I'm saying, I know what dirty Moors did, I know what dirty Moors did. I'm going at dirty rappers, lynching dirty Moors too. Hiding literature that Drew wrote to warn you. They claim to make you Muslim and make you sovereign. With paperwork and filings and fiat they robbing. They don't care about these words, throw it out like garbage. Or throw it at you when you're active, not passive. When they wanna talk about like off a trampoline mattress, treat them like a vamp or a teen actress. Get stamped with the brand like a mean savage. This Inquisition divine, all others average. Millennium Renaissance, heroes in our classes. Fed up with the czar controlling fascists. Ask if they heard about Moors, they say no. But Masons, they obviously know. Down the handshakes and rituals with skull and bones. They even know about Owls burning Bohemian Grove. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did. I know what dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what dirty Moors did.
Welcome back to another episode of Pardon the Interjection. I am your host, Supreme L. And here on Pardon the Interjection, we dig up information to divulge to the people in the upliftment of fallen humanity. I want to give high honors, extremely high honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And all the active Moors and non-active Moors. You better get active because time has been up. I want to give a huge shout out and honors to my brother up top, Cujo Adul L. My big bro. Much love, always. I want to give a shout out also to my brother Mitzrayim. He gave me some information to look up and to study and look after. And pardon me. Pardon me. Trying to find this information right fast. My brother had peeped me to some information. And you know that's our job. We get information and pass it on. One of the very important documents in history is the Constitution and its treaties. And I want to go into a book I had inquired when I first met my children's mom. I had purchased it, and it's called The Declaration of Independence and Other Great Documents of American History, 1775 to 1865. And in this book they have, let me read the contents, table of contents to you. Patrick Henry, Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death speech, March 23rd, 1775. Pardon me. Declaration of Independence, July 4th, 1776. The Constitution of the United States, September 17, 1787. And it has an asterisk by it. James Madison's The Federalist, number 10, November 23rd, 1787. George Washington's first inaugural address, April 30th, 1789. George Washington's farewell address, September 19th, 1796. Thomas Jefferson's first inaugural address, March 4th, 1801. James Monroe, the Monroe Doctrine, pardon me, December 2nd, 1823. And pardon the interjection, that's one of the documents that I think, pardon me, that we all should have and get into, because that's what we should really look into. The Monroe Doctrine, December 2nd, 1823. William Lloyd Garrison, the Liberator, January 1st, 1831. Andrew Jackson's veto of the Bank Bill, July 10th, 1832. And before I turn this page to finish the contents, I want to say at the bottom of the footnote, it says the asterisk that was next to the Constitution of the United States, September 17th, 1787. It says, includes all 27 amendments. And on the next page of the contents, Abraham Lincoln's first inaugural address, March 4th, 1864. Abraham Lincoln, the Emancipation Proclamation, January 1st, 1863. Abraham Lincoln, the Gettysburg Address, November 19th, 1863. Abraham Lincoln, second inaugural address, March 4th, 1865. So, no doubt this book has some jewels in it. All right. And I'm going to go to what my brother Mitzrayim put me up on. And I just wanted to put that out there for the family. And the amendments to the Constitution of the United States of America. And I think as us being Moorish Americans, as us being Moors, we should really hit on this First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Now, let's expound on that right there, that First Amendment. And it tells the Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. Okay? So we as Moors, in the etymology of religion, meaning to bind back or go back to your ancestry, or go back to your family roots, or go back to you, to your family, go back to your ancestry, who you really are. Back then, you are today. And that's religion. They can't make no law. You know what I'm saying? And you have the free, you're free to exercise that, and they can't abridge of freedom of speech, of press, or the right for people to gather, if they have in a peaceful gathering, and definitely to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And that's the one we should really expound on, because we should not be asking for reparations. We should be demanding the government for a redress of grievances. You should be sending affidavits, writs, not no motions, but we should be, getting a redress of grievances. Because, when you're in war, POWs, prisoners of war, and if you don't know that you're a prisoner of war and the war ends, you get, a redress of grievances. You know what I'm saying? You get a redress. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a nation, and your nation was so-called conquered or invaded, by these Europeans, and you have the right to petition the government for redress of grievances. You know, all this time, they've been fraudulently, and they just been taking our shit, plain and simple. They've been taking our resources. They've been coming here, and they came here, and they took our shit. You know what I'm saying? Made us scared. You know what I'm saying? By beating our women and killing our brothers. And the babies as youngins see that, and that put fear in them. I am not scared or afraid of imposters. When someone comes in my house and invades my house, you best to believe you're not walking out of there. You may cease to breathe. I don't want that, especially if you're of my breed and bloodline, if you know what I mean. If you are my people, I'd much rather you not even try to come and invade my space. But if you do come in my home, where my children resides, there is going to definitely be a problem. Now, we can petition the government for the redress of grievances because we've been actually prisoners of war and we don't know it. It's an actual war going on right now under our noses, and we are collateral damage. If you don't have a nationality. Because I got my nationality. I'm a Moorish American national. I'm a man. I know who I am. And nobody's going to change that. Nobody's going to say that's not real and get away with it. Yes, a policy enforcer told me that's not a real thing. But it's funny that when I went to the tribunal, into that military court, where they had the banner, Star Spangled Banner, with the yellow fringes around it, and the policy enforcer that stopped my travel was Corporal. It's military police state. Nobody, I mean, come on, it don't take Einstein to figure that out, family. It doesn't. And for me going in there, a sister said, when the bailer came to me and said, what's the reason you have that hat on? I say, nah, that's not a hat. Oh, it's not what it is. It's my fez. And before I can get to say that, a sister said, oh, he's Moorish American. And I felt really good, family, when I heard the sister say that. But then I said, no, it's my fez. It's my national headdress. Oh, okay, go ahead and take a seat then, wherever you want. Nobody's going to take my nationality from me because I know who I am, and I know who I was before, and I know how I'm going to be after. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I put my affidavits and my writs to the U.S. Because they're the occupational government that's here. So yes, I send my paperwork to them. I send my paperwork to China. I send my paperwork to the Attorney General. I send my papers to the governor. I send the papers to the Archbishop Worrell, I think his name is. And if I'm not saying it right, I think I can spell it W-U-R-E-L, Worrell. but he's the Archbishop for Maryland, DC, Virginia area, or Maryland, DC, partial Virginia area, but DC and Maryland. He's a Archbishop. So, check him out. Start sending your paperwork to them and start flooding it. Yeah. Don't let the Red Sea be parted on this one. Flood it. Flood his office. Flood their office. Flood it with the paper. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Oh, this paperwork this. They doing this paperwork that. If you think you would be leaving a paper trail, because you can say whatever you want, but if someone can look at the paper and say, okay, well, this is legit and this is matching what he's coming out of his mouth. So if he's coming out of his mouth and he's matching this on the paper, then yeah, it's pretty much is what it is. So start writing up and drafting your petitions or your affidavits, writs, and start recording them and, demanding these redress of grievances. And I also want to touch on the Ninth Amendment. The Ninth Amendment, okay? And I thank you again, brother. I thank you again. My man, Mitzrayim. Cool, brother. Cool, brother. Much love to you, bro. But the Ninth Amendment, the enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. So you have rights that's not even in the Constitution. That's not even in the Bill of Rights. Not even in the anybody's speech. Rights that you were born with, that the Constitution don't even talk about, but you have. Main one, you have the right to drink whatever you want. You have the right to say whatever you want. And pardon me, that's in the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? Freedom of speech. But, there's plenty. There's plenty that's not written in that Constitution that you already are born with. You're free to make any decision you want. But I think we need to, also expound and hit and use these amendments, you know what I'm saying? Because it's in the Constitution. The Constitution does not give you rights. It just protects and secures your rights as a natural, breathing, sentient being. And just to back that, I want to go to I think I had it first. And we're going to go to Article 6 to back that. We qualify. All debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution shall be as valid against the United States under this Constitution as under the Confederation. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuant thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. So when you hear people want to talk about the Constitution being suspended and all this crap, treaties supersede the Constitution. Our nation was the first to recognize the United States company as a quote unquote nation. What does that tell you? Start studying. Family, start getting into more of law and civics. That's why I bring this to you. I bring law and civics to you. I don't bring religion, as they want to say it in a connotative meaning. I bring facts you can look up and investigate and research on your own and come to your own conclusion, which is the common conclusion, which leads to common law. It's simple. It's simple science, family. It is so simple. And I also want to touch on, I was talking to a sister, what I'm saying, and much love go to her, what I'm saying, all love, because, she's a Moabitess. All sisters are Moabitess. So I was talking to her, and, she just stuck on this black thing, what I'm saying, like black power, and, what I'm saying, nobody's going to take my blackness from me. So what I said to the sister was, look up that word. And before you go into the definition of it, look at the matrix of it. Because it had to be created at a point. And she looked it up. But I was telling her that word black don't even go past 1100. And it's Middle English. Study, study, study. That's what it is. Nationality is and always will be the order of the day. If you have no nationality, you might as well say you have no breath. Because black does scientifically means dead. So keep calling yourself black. Keep calling yourself Negro. Keep calling yourself colored. You're going to keep getting the same mistreatments that you've been getting from people who have a nationality, who has breath of life in them, who will not say they're the walking dead or zombies. I love you, my people. Always have, always will. Now, that's going to take us on out here because I just want to throw that little tidbit in there because, pardon me, I think it's real important that we use these amendments. You know what I'm saying? We use these amendments. We use the Constitution. We use the treaties. We use the DRIP, Declaration of Rights of Indigenous Peoples. We use these things, put these things on record, start marking them in any case that you have, in any tribunal, or you want to say for a better word, courts. Start marking them as exhibits. So they will be put into the record. Because if it's an exhibit, it's evidence. It's evidence. And no one in their right mind will go against a Supreme Court ruling if you have something to do with a Supreme Court ruling in an inferior court. Let's take traffic, for example. If you're in a tribunal for traffic, know that you are in commerce, because traffic means commerce, trade. And that's what they're doing, human trafficking. That's why it's called traffic court. And then The most dumbest crap I've heard here in what's being called Maryland, you know, territory of the knuckle junks, Piscatawans, you know, and they have the nerve to say criminal traffic court. What the fuck? Criminal traffic court. Criminal traffic court. Now tell me, if traffic infractions are not a crime, according to Supreme Court ruling or Supreme Court case, People versus Battle, type that in your computer, People versus Battle, Supreme Court case, People versus Battle, that traffic infractions are not a crime, how could traffic be criminal? And for those people that know, you know, my brother, you know, Omni L or Los, you know, they did him and violated him. You know what I'm saying? So we want to put that out there on the public record, because that's the public forum, and that's court. Court means outside. So I'm putting it out there. The policy enforcers say he was a victim. You see how they lie? They lie. Because if he was a victim of a crime, what was the crime? Because he had to be injured. Was he injured? Because a crime consists of an injured party, property, or a body has to be injured. So what's the crime? The crime is against the people. They're warring against the people. People. They're actually warring against us. And it's not with chemicals and explosions. It's a silent war. A war of the mental. War on the mental faculties. Pardon me. They're warring against us, people. They're going against the very Supreme Court rulings. And they are inferior. These are Supreme Court rulings you can use. And trust me, if you use it, that crap they trying to take you through will fall. The game they're playing or be playing would fall, family. Just present your evidence and shh. Silence is golden. Stand on your square. Your paperwork speaks for you. That's why we say that. Again, like I said, I love you, family. I gotta get ready to get up out of here. And it's always been fun, and always will be fun and a pleasure each and every time that I can bring any information to help the family. You know, I feel good when my people do good. And that's what it's about. That's what the Prophet Noble Ali left for us. Do good. You know, be who you are. Stop being who you're not. You're not black people. You're not colored people. You're not Negroes. You Moors. Like I say, don't believe me. Go. Check it out. And you'll be amazed at the jewels you'll find on your treasure hunt, family. You'll feel like Aladdin. As always, Islam, love, and peace. Forever, Moors.
Bohemian Grove. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did. I know what Dirty Moors did to Drew Ali. I know what Dirty Moors did.